And the Blue Jays made a second trade on the day right near the deadline. The Blue Jays acquire right-handed reliever Louis Varland from the Minnesota Twins and right-handed bat Tai France from the Minnesota Twins in exchange for left-handed prospect Kendrys Rojas and Alan Roden. Also, Will Wagner was just kind of let go for a depth catcher, which, okay, fine. I didn't get that one either. But regardless, I like the deal in the fact that Louis Varland is a stud. Like, plain and simple stud. He's also got team control until 2031. That is pretty massive for a guy who's pretty freaking nasty. So that's great to see. I mean, if you want to hear his numbers, let's go for it. He's got a 1.8 WAR this season as a reliever. That's pretty nuts. You know, he's got a 2.02 ERA. He's thrown 51 games for the Minnesota Twins this year, 49 innings pitched. He's allowed only 3 homers. And that is something I think that the Jays really wanted to limit. You look at a guy like Chad Green, who we obviously let go. He's allowed like 14 homers. You look at even Jeff Hoffman, your closer's allowed 10. They brought in Sir Anthony Dominguez, who's allowed, like 4 or 5 this season. And Louis Varland has only allowed 3, excuse me. And when you're going up against teams like the Yankees and guys who hit a lot of home runs, you want dudes that are able to suppress that. He also only has 13 walks this year in 49 innings, 47 strikeouts, so almost a strikeout per inning. I wanted Griffin Jacks. We all did, but it is what it is. The Rays got him because, of course, they did. He's been an absolute stud for the Minnesota Twins this year. And with the team control, you knew you were going to have to pay a little bit more. And as for Tai France, yeah, I don't get it. I mean, he's a first baseman, I guess, / third baseman. You wanted that offensive bat, right? Well, his splits righty to lefty is it's kind of fine, I guess. It's not anything special. It's nothing really that great at all, actually. And look, he had 2 great years with Seattle, where he was a 4-win player and a 3-win player. Since then, he hasn't been a 1-win player once. In fact, last year, he was a -6 WAR on the season. And his final year in Seattle, 0.9. Even this season, a 0.6 WAR. He's hitting .251 with a .320 on base, a .678 OPS. Oh, we wanted that power back. He's got 6 homers. He had 18 with Seattle, 20 with Seattle, 12 with Seattle. He had 13 last year. He's got 6 this season. I mean, I don't understand it, because where is he going to play as well? He obviously ain't playing first base, or he could play first on a Vladdy day off, I guess. Unless he's some, like, incredibly phenomenal defensive first baseman that you can, if that is the day off or whatnot, you want to put him at first, fine, I guess. Like a Justin Smoke, how good he was defensively. I'm not going to compare the two, but defensively, we love Smokey with the glove. You were always feeling safe with him there. Is that Tai France? Maybe, I guess. Third base, I mean, you got Ernie there. You got a lot of dudes that can possibly play. Actually, with Will Wagner getting dealt, Barger's probably going to be there. You also wanted an outfielder, because then you could put Barger at third, and then you're good to go. Well, that didn't happen. You got another infielder. So I don't know what Tai France even does for the Blue Jays, if much at all. But Louis Varland, obviously the big part of the deal. He's only 27 years old as well. I mean, I love that we got him. The thing that frustrates me a little bit is the price you had to pay. Obviously, we've learned throughout the days leading up to trade deadline that the prices were really high. Were very, very high for some teams. A lot of guys didn't get moved because of that. Guys like Steven Kwan didn't get moved because the prices were ridiculous. The Jays would have probably had to trade Savage. They probably would have had to trade Namala and more to get Steven Kwan here. And I don't think the Jays were willing to do that. Evidently, they weren't. And trading Kendrys Rojas was frustrating. Again, if you watched my Shane Bieber video, you know that I'm loving the minor leagues. I love the young kids. I love to see what they do. And watching Kendrys Rojas in Dunedin briefly this year, I think it was on a rehab, go 13 shutout innings and 18 punch-outs, crush it. Go to Double-A New Hampshire, I don't know, put up a .386 ERA, 18 innings, 30 punch-outs, stud, right? And you're like, holy crap, this guy's good. He just got the call to Triple-A Buffalo. Now, he had one start, wasn't great in it, but he's 22 years old, a left-handed arm at Triple-A. I mean, that's a lot to give up for a reliever. That's the part that scares me. It was a reliever. You had to trade Cal Steven for a question mark in Shane Bieber. You traded your top 10 prospect in Warren Watts-Brown, which I was okay with, right? But again, he's your 10th prospect. He's in Double-A. He's pitching very well there. He's only 23. You know, you're like, okay, fine. And also, Dominguez is a free agent at the end of the year, so there's that. And now you traded, Kendrys, Rojas. You traded 3 top 10 pitching prospects in this organization for a question mark starter and 2 relievers. That's the part that scares me. But you do have Varland for a long time. And again, like I said near the end of the last video, prospects are just that. They are prospects. Remember Ricky Tiedemann flying through the system? We're like, dude, he's going to be an ace down the road. He hasn't pitched a game in the big leagues yet. He's broken with injury. You never know what's going to happen. They're prospects until proven otherwise. But I loved Kendrys Rojas. I really thought he was going to be something for the Jays. I really want to see this team, for once, draft and develop and have one of their young studs come up and be a stud arm instead of having to acquire them. But, I mean, hey, if you got the arms, you got the right. I mean, Trey Savage probably going to be a stud, so I'm glad he held on to him. They still have Johnny King in their top 5, and that kid's got some crazy stuff. Absolutely crazy stuff. Ricky Tiedemann, I mean, he's still there. I think he'll be back soon, though. I think he's kind of on the same timeline as Manoah, maybe a little bit less than that. But, again, he's at the age now. Is he 23? He's still only 22 years old. He'll be turning 23 this month in August. So, but Ricky Tiedemann's only pitched 140 innings his entire career. And that's not a lot at all. So, that's fine. You still have Gage Stanifer, who skyrocketed through the minor league system. Dominated Dunedin. I mean, flat out dominated Dunedin. And his numbers at Vancouver, the strikeout stuff is stupid. 44 innings, 73 punch-outs. You still got him cooking up there, which is nice. There's a couple other guys that I do like in the minor leagues, but boy, trading away Rojas, trading away Warren Watts-Brown, trading away, Cal Steven earlier today. It's a lot. It's a hefty price. But, like I said, and I'm going to wrap it up with this. Like I said in the Shane Bieber video, you bring back, hell, maybe if you bring back Sir Anthony Dominguez, if he's going to be that great and he loves it here and the Jays are willing to spend the money, because they obviously are, and you bring back a Shane Bieber, and you have Louis Varland for a long time, I don't care what prospects you give at that point. It's the rentals that you trade for a high-quality prospect that's a little scary. But, again, I love Louis Varland. I'm not taking anything away from him. I'm excited, very excited to watch him pitch for this team out of the bullpen in some pretty good leverage. It's going to be exciting. This bullpen, Jays fans, looks really damn good now. As much as you gave up a ton of prospects, and a ton of quality prospects at that, 3 top 10ers, in fact, and Alan Roden, your bullpen looks incredible. Now, the Yankees did acquire basically 2 closers today, which, holy crap. But the Blue Jays, I mean, their bullpen looks great. Let me go through it with you guys, and I'm going to go like numbers, okay? Here we go. So, I'm going through guys we trust. Sir Anthony Dominguez, Braden Fisher. I'm going to skip over Mason Fluharty because I think we're kind of in between about him. I don't know why Chad Green's still here. Jeff Hoffman, for the most part. The Ross stuff is not great, but you look at the whip, you look at his strikeouts, you look at, blown saves to saves. They're all good, so I'm going to trust him. Brandon Little makes me sweat, but yes, I trust him. There's 4. Yariel Rodriguez, 5. You just acquired 1 more. There's 6 dudes that you really trust. Now, you could throw Tommy Nance into the mix. Eric Lauer might end up going to the bullpen if you end up deciding to go 5-man rotation or 6-man rotation. It's up to that. And Jimmy Garcia, who I believe is going to be resuming throwing here soon. Now, what are you going to get from Jimmy Garcia? We will see. But there's another 7 dudes that you trust in your bullpen. That is incredible. Plus, you may have added an ace. So, things pitching-wise look crazy good. Would have loved the Jays to add a bat. They had Tai France, which I don't understand. But in the end, they did what they had to do. They acquired 3 arms, a starting pitcher and 2 bullpen arms. We wanted that. We would have wanted an outfield bat. But I think we look at what happened around the American League East, right? You look at what the Yankees did at the 2 closers and stuff, and you're like, yeah, oh boy. And then we kind of think down on our trade. Look, did the Jays get better today? Oh, you're damn right they did. They got significantly better today. And you're going to get a bunch of guys back healthy soon on the offensive front. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to wrap it up with this, okay? You go play the Dodgers, I believe, next week. Before then, you play the Royals for 3 and the Rockies in Colorado for 3. Win some damn ball games. The Yankees won against the Rays today. They're now 3.5 behind the Blue Jays. But the way I like to look at it, Jays fans, maybe this is a way you guys can do it too. The Jays are 3 wins behind the Yankees. Or sorry, 3 losses ahead of the Yankees. So, regardless, that's where we're sitting. You win your games, you're fine. The Red Sox are 5 losses more than the Toronto Blue Jays. So, we're still there. We just got to take care of our own business. Okay? Win series, win ball games, starting tomorrow night. Gausman, Michael Wacha is the pitching matchup tomorrow in game 1 of the 3-game set at Rogers Center. Boys, here we go. August 1st, trade deadline gone. Let's see what happens. All right, so you know what, guys? That is going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, and look, like the deal, like the deadline, all that stuff, let me know all your thoughts down below. Hit that like button to appreciate that. That subscribe button, you guys know that's already. Comment down below your thoughts on the video, thoughts on the deadline and as a whole, this trade, all that stuff. Twitter, Discord, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff is down below as well, so follow up there if you haven't done so already, and I will talk to you guys, Jays edition, of course, tomorrow. Game 1 of the 3-game set against the Kansas City Royals right after the trade deadline. Kevin Gausman, Michael Wacha is the pitching matchup. Let's get a W, win 2 in a row, start the weekend set on a good note. Thank you so much for listening and watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and the trades this afternoon and early evening. We'll talk to you guys then.